In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 MLB games happening on May 1st, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 5 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Chicago Cubs versus Pittsburgh Pirates. The MLB slate rolls on Thursday with an early afternoon showdown featuring the Chicago Cubs, who sit at 18-13. Going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's a midday game that's shaping up to be one worth tuning into, with both teams bringing some interesting angles to the matchup. It's not every day that Pittsburgh is listed as the favorite, but I think that's a fair call in this spot. The rotation resets and Paul Skeens gets the start, which gives the Pirates a real edge. I'm backing the Buccos here. They've got the right guy on the mound and the momentum to get it done. Colin Rea, who's starting for Chicago, hasn't been going deep into his outings lately. That likely means we'll be seeing a lot of the Cubs bullpen, and that's where I think this one starts to tilt in Pittsburgh's favor. Chicago's relief unit has been shaky, ranking 26th in earned run average at 4.76, 25th in WHIP at 1.46, and 22nd in opponent batting average at .250. Wednesday's game showed just how vulnerable that bullpen can be when trying to hold on to a lead. If Skeens delivers another strong performance, I think the Pirates can push ahead late and finish the job. As our first pick for this matchup, the Pittsburgh Pirates money line is our full game side pick. Pittsburgh managed to put an end to a short losing streak with their win on Wednesday night, and now they hand the ball to Paul Skeens. He's been dependable all season and has kept things under control by giving up 2 earned runs or fewer in each of his last 3 starts. Chicago will counter with Colin Rea, who's only given up 2 earned runs total in his last 3 outings. But the catch is, he hasn't lasted more than 5 innings in most of them. Even with solid numbers, I just don't trust Rea to eat up enough innings, especially against a Cubs team that's been putting up runs consistently. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. St. Louis Cardinals versus Cincinnati Reds. The Great American Ballpark is the setting for a Thursday afternoon MLB matchup between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Cincinnati Reds. It's a classic divisional showdown that should give fans something to watch closely, especially considering the pitching and recent form of both squads. The Reds have managed to win 4 of their last 6 games at home, showing some solid play in front of their fans. On the other side, the Cardinals come into this one having split their last 4 games. Even with that, St. Louis has the upper hand here thanks to how well they've hit against left-handed pitching this season. They'll be facing Andrew Abbott, who hasn't looked sharp lately. He's allowed 5 runs over his last 2 outings. Against St. Louis specifically, Abbott's track record isn't great either, having surrendered 9 runs in his last 3 starts facing them. It's likely he'll struggle to contain their bats again. Offensively, the Reds don't look like they'll get much going. They've struggled when facing left-handed pitchers, and Matthew Liberatore has been holding it down for the Cardinals lately. In his last 3 starts, he's given up just 4 runs total. When he last faced the Reds, he only allowed 1 run over 7.2 innings. That kind of performance shows he has what it takes to quiet their offense once again. In his most recent outing, Abbott gave up 5 hits and 4 runs, which adds more doubt to his ability to slow down this Cardinals lineup. On the flip side, Liberatore has looked solid this season and seems ready to step up again. If things hold, the Reds are likely to score just a run or 2 off him, while the Cardinals should be able to capitalize and take care of business. As our first pick for this matchup, the St. Louis Cardinals money line is our full game side pick. Even though both teams are known for having some pop in their bats, the first 2 games in this series actually went under the total, with both games combining to average just 5 runs. Abbott's 1 home start this year went well, and he'll be trying to bounce back after a couple of rough ones on the road. He also pitched well against the Cardinals at this park last season. Liberatore, meanwhile, has been steady for St. Louis. He's gone at least 6 innings in each of his last 5 starts and hasn't allowed more than 2 runs in his last 3. He's also kept the ball in the yard, giving up no home runs in that stretch. Before Wednesday night's game, the Cardinals had scored 3 runs or fewer in 4 of their last 5 games. The Reds were shut out Wednesday afternoon and have scored 3 runs or fewer in half of their last 8. Historically, Offensively, the under has hit in 8 of the last 10 meetings between these two teams. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Minnesota Twins versus Cleveland Guardians. The Minnesota Twins and the Cleveland Guardians will wrap up their divisional series in a Thursday afternoon matchup. The Twins haven't found much luck away from home, struggling through road trips and managing to win just one of their 4 road series so far this season. On the other hand, the Guardians have made their home field count, improving to a solid 10-5 record at Progressive Field following another win on Wednesday night. Twin starter Simon Woods Richardson hasn't been reliable for deep outings, pitching 5 and a third innings or less in 4 of his 5 starts this year. His road numbers aren't helping either. He carries a rough 5.79 earned run average away from home and has given up at least 1 homer in 4 straight appearances. Ben Lively isn't exactly dominant for the Guardians, but he's been good enough to give the team a shot. They've come out on top in 4 of his last 5 outings on the mound. Looking at the head-to-head pitching breakdown, Woods Richardson is 0-2 with a 5.79 earned run average and allowing a .345 batting average in 14 road innings across 3 appearances. Lively's been better, though not spotless, going 0-1 with a 4.5 earned run average and 1.44 WHIP in 16 innings over 3 starts at home this year. Offensively, both clubs are dealing with inconsistency when hitting with runners on. Minnesota's team OPS in those situations is .699, tied for 18th with the Giants, while Cleveland is just a touch better at .706, which puts them in 15th. The Guardians also have a recent edge in the series, having taken 7 of their last 9 games against the Twins. As our first pick for this matchup, the Cleveland Guardians money line is our full game side pick. Neither offense has done much damage this season overall. The Twins rank 22nd in team OPS at .673, and the Guardians are sitting just a few notches higher, tied with the Giants again at .683 for 19th. Bullpen-wise, both teams have been serviceable. Minnesota relievers are putting up a 3.49 earned run average, which ranks 10th in the league, while Cleveland's bullpen has a 3.79 earned run average, putting them in 14th. When these teams meet, the scoreboard doesn't usually light up. The under has hit in 6 of their last 9 meetings. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Arizona Diamondbacks versus New York Mets. The Arizona Diamondbacks, sitting at 15 wins and 14 losses and currently holding 4th place in the NL West, are wrapping up a 3-game set on Thursday against the New York Mets in the Big Apple. The Mets, who are at the top of the National League East with a 21-9 record, took the first game of the series on Tuesday night with a solid 8-3 win over Arizona. When it comes to playing at home, the Mets are hard to bet against. They've been one of the best teams in the league so far, and with Senga taking the mound, they've got a real weapon. Senga's thrown 28.2 innings this season, giving up just 21 hits and only 4 earned runs. Pretty impressive stuff. Bet said there's still good value in backing Gallen, especially when you're getting him at plus odds. He's got the stuff of an all-star, even if his early season numbers don't show it yet through his 32.1 innings. He's due for a turnaround, and I think that could come here. Historically, he's pitched well against the Mets lineup, holding them to a .227 batting average with 21 strikeouts over 88 at-bats. As our first pick for this matchup, the Arizona Diamondbacks money line is our full game side pick. Zach Gallen will start for Arizona and brings with him a 5.57 earned run average. If you're looking at trends, the total has gone over in each of Arizona's last 6 games. That includes 4 of their last 5 road games and 5 of their last 6 road games specifically against the Mets in New York. The Mets also have a pattern of games going over when facing Arizona, with 6 of the last 7 between these teams going above the projected line. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Kansas City Royals versus Tampa Bay Rays. The final game of a 3-game set will go down in Tampa Bay, with both teams fighting to stay in the playoff hunt. The Royals are trying to string together back-to-back playoff appearances, something they haven't done in a while. Meanwhile, the Rays are looking to get back to the postseason after falling short last year. Both teams know what's at stake here, and this one carries some extra weight. Tampa Bay looks to have a bit of an edge in this one, with Shane Baz taking the mound opposite Seth Lugo. The Rays have won 4 out of Baz's 5 starts starts this year, while the Royals are just an even 3-3 when Lugo pitches. Baz has been sharper overall too. He's striking out more batters and giving up fewer hits per 9 innings than Lugo. One thing working against Kansas City is Lugo's trouble with the long ball. He's already given up 6 homers this season. That doesn't bode well, especially since the Rays are temporarily playing at the Yankees spring training ballpark, which has been favoring hitters this year. On the other hand, Kansas City isn't exactly built to capitalize on that. They're dead last in the league in both home runs and runs scored, and they sit second to last in slugging percentage. As our first pick for this matchup, the Tampa Bay Rays money line is our full game side pick. Heading into Wednesday night's game, the Rays had played 4 straight games that hit the under, and the Royals weren't far off with 3 of their last 4 also going under. These two clubs just don't score much. They both rank in the bottom half of MLB when it comes to runs and homers, and on the flip side, they each sit in the top 10 in team earned run average. It's a recipe for another low-scoring affair when they close out the series Thursday afternoon. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.